Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives star Kody Brown complained in the most recent episode that his ex-wives were calling him a piece of trash because everyone was so defensive, which harmed his relationships with his ex-wives and their children. But perhaps Robyn Brown is the true source of all this strife. The issue is, Robyn has Kody under her control. She truly understands him and knows precisely what he requires. She's the power behind the throne, and she wants Kody all to herself. As the latest episode demonstrates, Kody is happiest when he is around Robyn. He visibly relaxes and cheers up, appearing younger and more optimistic. That is the power of love. When he and Robyn were making a cosmetics table for their daughter, Ariella Mae Brown, whom Kody describes as expressive and his mini-me, Robyn did not appreciate being his beautiful assistant, but Kody clearly enjoyed. Kody idolizes his wife to the point where he is almost hopelessly romantic. That's wonderful, but it gives Robyn a lot of power over him. He's truly putty in her delicate hands. Kody is beginning to realize his place in Sister Wives Season 19, and it's encouraging to see this level of maturity. It's genuinely surprising to see Kody accept so much responsibility for his ex's troubles, which have affected the children he has with those women. He admits to lashing out in the heat of the moment, claiming that he never loved those women when this was simply not the case. He wasn't the only one lashing out. In a divorce, most individuals act badly. Peaceful divorce is uncommon. It involves the cutting of a very deep bond, which causes sorrow, perplexity, and wrath. Being truly amicable is admirable, as was Gwyneth Paltrow's iconic conscious uncoupling, but the friendly divorce has an almost apathetic quality. As a result, it's not surprising that most breakups are characterized by psychologically destructive bursts of angry calls and emails, as well as feelings of grief and disbelief. This is simply the way of the world. Now he has to deal with the fallout. Women who may belittle him in front of his own children, even if they deny doing so. He knows this could happen, which makes him paranoid. It does not assist. The unfortunate reality is that mothers spend a lot more time with those children. They are putting up the effort to be there, so perhaps their remarks have greater weight. And then there's Robyn, who is always by his side, pushing a core family narrative that is both crude and disrespectful. This type of behavior merely keeps the bad blood flowing. The boiling rage and festering resentment will never go away when the flames are constantly fed by a perennially passive-aggressive Robyn. Sure, she is part of the core family with her children, but why does she have to separate one group of children from the others? Kody and Robyn have a snug nest, and their relationships with their children are normal, healthy, and enjoyable. They are in love with one another. Sometimes it appears that Kody loves more, but this is not uncommon. However, this type of unbalance can be harmful. Robyn wore red to their Valentine's supper, but there wasn't much love in her eyes until she saw Kody's gifts, which included lovely earrings and a pendant incorporating, as Kody described it, her favorite turquoise. He went out of his way, yet she didn't get him a gift. Maybe it harmed him. Possible debts. Robyn spent $70,000 on dolls, estrangements with Paydon and Gabriel Brown and other Brown children, and ex-partners who threatened to sue if they felt ripped off when Coyote Pass was sold. He is continually investing in Robyn, convinced that everything will continue forever, but what if it doesn't? Kody did redivide the Coyote Pass property before selling it, possibly yielding to Janelle and Mary's requests. Perhaps he did it out of a good heart. In the end, it doesn't matter. Deeds speak louder than words. The money in their pockets, $375,000, is more than just a praise that may not even be accurate. People's character is revealed by what they do rather than what they say. Robyn has frequently said one thing and done another. She talked about loving her entire family and cherishing polygamy, but she secretly desired monogamy. She portrayed the compassionate stepmother, but she isolated Kody from his elder children for Christmas. She befriended Mary but cut her off after she left Kody, never following her commitment to go visit her. Robyn's words and deeds do not always match, and the exes and their children may sense the cognitive dissonance. Sister Wives Kody Brown is an incredibly romantic man. He isn't so jaded that he doesn't think his girlfriend is a flawless princess. He remains completely in love with this woman. If she wants a core family, she can have it, but there is always a cost. Everything people obtain in life might be detrimental if they do not give as much as they receive. Kody appears to be coming to terms with this, making significant progress, while Robyn may not be at the same level of self-awareness. Robyn is his largest hurdle in his connections with his children, even though he doesn't realize it. The greatest thing he can do is try to bridge the gap on his own, without her involvement. His children can spend time with him. He and Robyn do not have to be together all the time. If she retreats and allows him to strengthen those delicate and lovely relationships before they are forever severed, she will demonstrate that she truly loves him. That's all he needs, the freedom to try to improve problems without the normal interruption. Hopefully, his sister wives queen understands this. Robyn Brown is the only sister wife still standing. Kody Brown, the patriarch of sister wives, saw her as a prize. Robyn joined Kody's family in 2010, becoming his fourth wife after Mary, Janelle, and Christine. However, in the present day, all three of them have ended their spiritual marriages with Kody, expressing dissatisfaction with how the family dynamic has evolved over time. For viewers, including me, it was more of a relief than a shock. Kody made it obvious early on in their TLC program who his favorite wife was. He seemed to care just about his marriage to Robyn, therefore their inadvertent monogamous relationship now appears to be a good fit, despite Robyn's protestations of being unhappy. But has Kody ever loved Robyn? I don't think so, especially given the family's admissions regarding Robyn's modeling background. This is a lesser-known sister wives fact. But when you saw how Kody viewed it as a bagging right, I believe she became his favorite since she gave him the most ego boost. I was recently catching up on sister wives content and came across a surprising confession made by Janelle in an April episode. Kody's ex-partners are certainly exposing their dirty laundry now that he is an afterthought. Janelle casually mentioned an incident from years ago when Kody was bragging about Robyn. Clearly, Janelle felt betrayed by Kody. "I'm thinking, that's rich, dude," she said. "We went through all the famine years, and I was putting my bra together with diaper pins. We've gone through it all with you, but she hasn't. So that's wonderful." While that may appear to be an offhand observation, Kody was expressing, maybe unknowingly, how drastically Robyn had moved his priorities. I mean, this is the man who divorced his legal wife, Mary, so he could legally marry Robyn and then secretly began wearing a new wedding band. To be clear, there is no evidence that Robyn was ever an official model for Diesel. There is talk on online sites, such as Reddit, that she modeled the brand during a local event. I am not sure what to trust. But while I was down the rabbit hole, I learned that Kody had addressed it before, and his comments were far more telling than Janelle's. In 2023, he appeared on the Mormonism Live podcast, where he discussed how he perceived Robyn when she first joined the family. "Oh, I thought I was completely successful. I had a Diesel Jeans model join my family in 2010, and I believed that was the biggest affirmation," Kody explained. If you're rolling your eyes, I understand. The way Kody articulated this, as if landing Robyn was a personal success, says a lot. When he thinks of something to brag about, he does not mention her heart, values, or how she fits in with the family. He concentrates on her physical appearance and how others see her. When Robyn chose to marry Kody, he won something that many others desired. He literally stated that she was being approached by other members of their religious community, but she provided the affirmation he sought. What shocks me isn't Robyn's alleged modeling background. Rather, it's what it means to Kody. I believe Robyn is merely a trophy to him. She continually supports him and hypes him up, which is why she has stayed the favorite. Don't forget that Kody refused to get intimate with his past spouses and admitted to not being attracted to them. If he was always talking about Robyn's Diesel affiliation, it's no surprise his marriages failed. Kody Brown and his family were completely startled by Garrison Brown's death. No one in the Sister Wives family or the fanbase saw it coming. Last year, Janelle's son, Garrison Brown, committed suicide. It was a horrible and unfortunate time for the family. The show has yet to address his passing. Everyone was upset, believing TLC was sweeping things under the brush. However, the channel has since confirmed that a special program commemorating Garrison's death will air next week. Everyone is skeptical and curious as before to watch how the channel recorded at such a sensitive period for everyone. Everyone has their own issues. Given Garrison's history with Cody and Robyn, they are skeptical of their reaction. Sister Wives. The show is all set to show how Garrison's death affected the Browns. Garrison committed suicide over a year ago. The Sister Wives star suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound in his Flagstaff apartment. It was a truly painful experience for the entire family to discover their cherished family member in such a condition. TLC released a preview for the upcoming show. They confirmed that it will mention Garrison's passing and included a disclaimer. Janelle Brown cried uncontrollably throughout the brief video. She acknowledged to being unable to process anything and that she didn't know what happened. She simply resorted to getting into the car for the next few minutes and drove. Many people reacted on it. Seeing Janelle in that way gave them chills, and they wished the family strength and love. Sister Wives. Will Robyn make Garrison's passing all about her? As previously stated, dealing with Garrison's death was a painful experience for the Browns. Details suggest that he was suffering with substance misuse, specifically alcohol. According to the records, he suffered from ethanol intoxication or alcohol poisoning, with blood alcohol levels of 0.307% and 0.370%. Nobody knew what was going on with Garrison's troubles, therefore the case was completely unknown. However, it is known that Garrison struggled with his father, Cody Brown. Every Sister Wives fan will recall the time the patriarch deemed it appropriate to kick him and his brother Gabe for breaking his COVID epidemic regulations, but Janelle refused to allow it happen. Their relationship had been strained ever since. As a result, everyone is curious to watch how Cody and Robyn react. Some people have fears. They expect Robyn will try to hog the attention, as she always does. She has a tendency to manipulate the situation and shed crocodile tears whenever she sees fit. Many family members and fans have often complained about these issues after watching the show. So they're worried that she'll do something similar during the segment. As a result, everyone is hoping Robyn does not cause too much difficulty during a part that is intended to be respectful and essential. What do you think will happen? Tell us in the comments. Wives. Robyn alienates Cody's kids and exes who aren't in the core family? She may not even realize she's doing it. Introduction. Robyn Brown's alienation drama uncovered. In the world of Sister Wives, there's no shortage of drama, but lately, all eyes are on Robyn Brown. As Cody Brown's fourth wife, she's become an integral part of the family dynamic, but it seems that not everyone is thrilled about her presence. In fact, there are whispers and allegations that Robyn's actions, whether intentional or not, are pushing Cody's kids and his ex-wives further away from the core family that she's now at the center of. Is Robyn really responsible for the growing rift between Cody and his children from previous marriages? Could she be alienating his exes in ways that she's unaware of? Let's dive into the drama and try to uncover whether Robyn is, in fact, unknowingly playing a key role in fracturing the once unified Brown family. Chapter 1. The Power of the Core Family. For years, Cody Brown's Sister Wives family has prided itself on the idea of a large, interconnected clan that makes decisions together. In the beginning, it seemed that every wife, child, and ex-wife had a role to play in this extended family. But over time, cracks have started to form, particularly when it comes to Robyn's role in the family structure. The core family has become a term used by Robyn and Cody to describe their immediate, inner circle of loved ones. This circle includes Cody, Robyn, their children together, and sometimes Cody's other children when it suits the narrative of unity. But what happens when those who don't belong to this so-called core family feel left out or alienated? This chapter explores how Robyn's actions could be inadvertently pushing the other wives and Cody's older children to the outskirts. Cody's children from his previous marriages may feel sidelined by the growing importance of Robyn and her kids in Cody's life. Robyn, though likely not intentional in her actions, maybe driving a wedge between Cody and the children from his earlier relationships, who feel like they no longer fit into this new version of the core family. Chapter 2. Robyn's relationship with Cody's kids from his previous marriages. In this chapter, we take a deep dive into the strained relationships between Robyn and Cody's kids from his previous marriages. Robyn entered the family at a time when Cody's other marriages were already rocky, and it's no secret that the kids from Cody's other wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, have had mixed feelings about Robyn's place in the family. While some of Cody's children have expressed discomfort about Robyn's growing influence, others have tried to maintain a cordial relationship. But the reality is that as Robyn and Cody's relationship deepened, it also deepened the divide between Robyn's biological children and Cody's children from his previous marriages. How does Robyn's behavior contribute to this? It may not be intentional on her part, but some believe that her actions, combined with Cody's increasing focus on his relationship with her, have made his children from other marriages feel like outsiders in the family unit. By promoting the idea of the core family, Robyn might be contributing to an emotional and psychological divide that Cody's children can't ignore. Chapter 3. Cody's exes. Are they pushed to the sidelines? The ex-wives of Cody Brown are also feeling the strain of Robyn's increasing role in the family. Each of Cody's ex-wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, has their own unique relationship with Robyn, but the common denominator is that they all feel overshadowed by her. For years, Cody's exes were pivotal in the decisions regarding the family. But as Robyn's influence grew, so did the tensions. As Cody became more focused on Robyn and their children, his exes, particularly Christine, began to feel increasingly alienated. Christine, who was once the beloved and respected wife of Cody, made her departure from the family in 2021, citing many issues with Cody's treatment of her and his growing favoritism towards Robyn. But what of Mary and Janelle, who remain in the family dynamic despite feeling left out of Cody's core inner circle? In this chapter, we explore how Robyn's subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, actions could be contributing to the alienation of Cody's exes, even if she's not fully aware of the impact of her behavior. Chapter 4. Robyn's relationship with Cody. A double-edged sword. One of the key issues is Cody's relationship with Robyn. It seems clear that Cody has placed a higher priority on his relationship with Robyn than with any of his other wives. This imbalance has created a situation where Robyn's influence over Cody has intensified, leaving little room for Cody's other children and ex-wives to feel heard or valued. Robyn's growing influence is a double-edged sword. While she benefits from the strength of her relationship with Cody, it also drives a wedge between her and the rest of the family. What once seemed like a family of equals is now a dynamic where Robyn and Cody's relationship is at the center, with everyone else playing a secondary role. In this chapter, we examine how Cody's neglect of his relationships with his other wives and children may be, in part, due to his overwhelming devotion to Robyn. But is it Robyn's fault, or has Cody allowed this situation to unfold without considering the impact it would have on the rest of the family? Chapter 5. Are Robyn's actions unintentional? A central theme throughout this narrative is whether Robyn's alienation of Cody's other children and ex-wives is intentional or simply the byproduct of her position within the family. Robyn, for her part, seems to want to fit in and do her part in the family dynamic. However, it's possible that her growing bond with Cody, combined with the increasing prominence of her children, has made her blind to the reality that others may feel excluded. In this chapter, we explore whether Robyn is aware of the growing divide or whether she's completely unaware of the damage her actions may be causing. Could it be that she's so focused on her life with Cody that she's lost sight of the importance of maintaining harmony with Cody's exes and his other children? Chapter 6. The impact on Cody's kids. Do they feel abandoned? As Cody's children grow older, many of them are starting to find their own voices and express their dissatisfaction with their relationship with their father. Some believe that their relationship with Cody has been tainted by Robyn's role in the family, particularly as Cody has devoted more time and attention to her and their children. In this chapter, we hear from Cody's children themselves. What do they really think about Robyn? Do they feel alienated from their father due to her presence in the family? How do they feel about the core family concept and the way it divides them from their siblings? Chapter 7. Can Robyn repair the damage? If Robyn is, in fact, causing unintentional harm to the family, is there a way for her to repair the damage? The dynamics between Cody, Robyn, his exes, and his kids are far from simple, but in this chapter, we examine whether it's possible for Robyn to rebuild relationships with the rest of the family. What would it take for her to recognize the alienation and make amends with Cody's other children and ex-wives?